Jesus, a historical icon from the 1970s and the host of this festival with Susan Rigmaiden. Talk to me, talk to me.
What do you want me to say?
How did this project come about? And why are you involved?
I'm involved because I have a little bit of history in being able to put together festivals, and Susan and the African American Heritage House had funding to do a Afro Latino festival. So we talked about it, and I said, well, I think together we can probably put it together. And this is what we ended up doing. Music, food, displays. Yeah, so that's pretty much how it came about. We created a book called Celebrating Afro Latino, Afro Latinos. This is the book that we created. Tilt it back so you get sunlight on it.
Tell me about the book.
Well, the book essentially talks about Afro Latinos. It has some history in it. It has notable people that were part African, part indigenous, part European, from centuries, from the very beginning of the Africans coming here in slavery. What people don't know is that 95% of the Africans that were enslaved by the Portuguese and the Spaniards went to Latin America. Only 5% went to the United States. So you have, of all the hundreds of thousands of slaves that were brought to the Americas, 95% went to Latin America. Cuba, Puerto Rico, South America, Mexico, all of Latin America. But people don't know that. People don't know the history. They don't know the historical people that had African blood, so we decided that we were going to highlight that.
So I have a question for you. I see all this baseball. My grandpa played baseball in Mexico, and isn't that an American game?
Well, America is a continent. It's not a country. The United States is a country, but America is a continent. And we, as residents and stuff, picked up the game, especially in Cuba and Puerto Rico. So we were everywhere, from the very first war of this country to recently. So we're in everything. You know, they like our food, they like our music behind us. Sometimes they don't like us, though. They don't appreciate us and our hue of canela, but we're not going anywhere.
¿Y cómo aprendió béisbol mi abuelo allá en México? Nunca estaba acá.
Pues quizás que era beisboleros que pasaron por México, porque hay una liga de béisbol ahí en México. The first no-hitter, perfect game pitched in the Little League World Series in the late 1950s was by the team from Mexico. They're the ones. There has been one other no-hitter pitched in the Little League World Series, but the very first one, it was a perfect game. There was a team from Mexico.
Gracias.
Yeah.
Jesus, you're the president of La Raza Historical Society, and I see you have a house next door that's being prepared. Tell me about the house.
Well, the house is going to hold a mini museum. It's going to have a research center on the second floor. It will be containing all of the archives that we have been collecting. We have close to 10,000 photos and negatives of Richard Diaz. We have a lot of the historical paperwork from the GI Forum, from the CSO. We have the writings and columns of Luis Valdez, David Sierra. Our archives are just burgeoning. I met people here today that asked me, do you accept donations of posters and pictures and those things? I said, absolutely. So I'm giving him my card. We're going to talk later. So we'll probably, out of this event, get a lot more donations of historical things that we'll be able to display in the house.
How do I get to your website?
It's www.larazahs.org.
LaRazaHS.org. All right, ahí voy. Thank you, Jesús.
Órale pues, lo bachamos.